Alright, so we're at the Edgar Allan Poe Museum in Richmond, Virginia, which is really awesome. I've loved Edgar Allan Poe ever since I was a kid, and it's really cool that there's a museum about it. It's actually housed in this house here. It's the back of it, that it was built in 1737. It's the oldest house still standing in Richmond, which is really, really freaking awesome. The rest of it was put in the 20s. The garden here was put up in memorial for Poe, and everything else, like all the other buildings around, are actually built with stuff that was salvaged from the demolished homes that Poe lived in when he was in Richmond, which is just kind of awesome. So yeah, it's the Poe Museum. Okay, so we are actually in front of St. John's Church, which is where Patrick Henry actually said, "Give me liberty or give me death," which is really cool. We can't get in for some reason, it's locked, but it looks really, really cool. Interesting side note, Edgar Allan Poe's mother is actually buried in this churchyard. They buried her like by the east wall, like far away from everyone else, because she was an actress, and so she couldn't be buried with regular people. So as an actor, I'm like, y'all suck. But again, really freaking old church. Really cool. Love in Richmond. Okay, so we're here at the Museum of the Confederacy. This is actually the Confederate White House behind me. It's really cool. It's been like restored. It's actually being restored right now, so we can't go in. It seems to be a trend with Virginia, but we got to go to the museum, which was really awesome. They had coats and swords and guns and just even playing cards from Confederate soldiers, which were really, really interesting to see all of it. And they also had a really awesome gift shop, and I should not be lying in gift shops, because I love them. But yeah, really cool experience for two boys from the South. Okay, so Kyle and I are at lunch at Village Cafe. This has been seen on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, which is kind of why we came. Why we're staying is because, as you've seen, we both got stuffed pizza. Holy friggin' crap.
Absolutely massive.
We are going to attempt to fit all of this into our stomachs. Hopefully we can. Alright. Alright. I finished mine. Kyle finished his. Kyle, how do you feel?
I feel like I want cobbler.
I'm feeling like I want cobbler too. We're gonna get cobbler. So, yep, those are empty plates. Yep, I feel quite proud of myself. Hello. Alright, we are at Agecroft Hall in Richmond, Virginia, which is actually a 500-year-old English manor house.
Yeah.
That was actually transported in the 20s, brick by brick, to be here in Richmond.
It's amazing.
I mean, it's insane. We actually just got done touring it. It was really, really awesome. I mean, because we're getting to see like this kind of like slice of history right here that's older than ours, but it was just a really, really, really neat experience.
Yeah, it was so cool.
So yeah, I'm about to hit the gift shop.
Dangerous.
But yeah, no, totally. Agecroft Hall in Richmond, Virginia is something that should not be missed. Okay, so we are here in the Virginia State Capitol, which I have a penchant for Capitol buildings. They're always something really interesting to see. So if you ever get a chance to go to a Capitol building, go. I mean, they're normally free, and I mean the architecture is awesome. They're old. There's tons of history. They've got great museum quality displays for the state's history itself. And you can see a lot of really cool stuff. We're actually here in the Rotunda, which has the statue of George Washington, which is really cool. And if you go around the room, we have all of the presidents from Virginia, which is pretty epic. You can look up there, and that's gorgeous. And I mean, it's stuff like this that you get to see. This is actually really cool. So I showed you at the Confederate Museum earlier today. So this is the old House meeting room. And this is a statue of Robert E. Lee. Now, on this spot is where Lee accepted control of the Virginia Army in the Civil War, which is kind of really cool because I love things that are like, on this spot something happened. So I get to kind of be on that spot. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Capitol buildings are always this great little thing that people don't ever think to go to. You think it's going to be too touristy, but it's always some like really awesome experience. So, coming to you from the Virginia Capitol.